What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another WWE results of NXT, of course. I'm in NXT shirt, and we're under yellow lights for NXT. WWE NXT is set to air live tonight from the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. The event promises an action-packed card with several intriguing matches and appearances. The show opens up with the Judgment Day coming out. Finn Balor informs NXT that Daddy has returned. He claims that he is the one who built this house, and now he's here to establish some rules with the Judgment Day. He introduced his fellow members of the Judgment Day, where Priest and Rhea Ripley receives applause, while Dom is greeted with boos. Priest instructs everyone to stand for the Judgment Day and gets down to business. He addressed Melo and Trick, stating that they called them out, thinking they would face a divided Judgment Day. But instead, they will face the Judgment Day that runs both WWE and NXT, a formidable force. Before Dom can even finish a sentence, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams interrupt because the fans kept interrupting them with pours of boos, and make their way to the ring. Rhea Ripley remarks that Dom wasn't interrupted. Hayes questions why Dom is called Dirty Dom and starts to mention something, but Trick cuts him off. Hayes clarifies that they appreciate the Judgment Day's presence, but this is about Finn. The acknowledge Finn's position at the top of NXT Mount Rushmore and emphasize the influence of Trick and Melo on NXT. Moreover, they point out that everyone seems to have an opinion about Finn getting the best of Hayes on Raw. Now they are in Hayes' domain, his court. Rhea Ripley argues that it was never just about the two of them. Hayes challenges the Judgment Day to a match tonight. Finn warns that if they come after him, they better not miss him. Hayes accepts the challenge and they prepare for the showdown. Next we hear from Tony D'Angelo in an interview with Mackenzie Mitchell. Tony mentions that his dinner is almost ready, and Mackenzie asks about his stipulation for tonight's match and his mindset. Tony reveals that he is at Stack's mercy, but claims not to be worried. Mackenzie questions his confidence in Stack's winning his freedom. And Tony explains that Stax has changed, visiting less frequently, which gives him confidence in his friend's chances. Alright, so my opinion here, before I continue reading off for you guys, is that I have a feeling that if Tony or Stax actually wins tonight, I have a feeling if Tony D'Angelo comes back, right, he is going to be a member of, not with Stax, he's going to join the Coffee Brothers. I have a feeling, that's my gut feeling, that since he's going to be coming back, possibly, before I keep on reading the results to you guys, here's my opinion, is I think Tony D'Angelo might turn on Stax. You never know. It could happen. So Duke Hudson and Andre Chase with Thea Hale versus Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak. Chase and Duke launch a surprise attack on Charlie and Duke before the match officially begins, while Thea calmly absorbs from the sidelines. All four competitors enter the ring, and Duke and Drew are quickly sent to the outside. As the referee signals the start of the match, Charlie delivers a shoulder tackle to Chase. Chase retaliates with a monkey flip, followed by a by sending Charlie into the turnbuckles. Duke tags in and they work together to send Charlie crashing into the turnbuckles. Duke focuses on targeting Charlie's shoulder, applying pressure. Drew tags in with Dempsey while Dempsey maintains a side headlock. Drew executes a drop kick, earning a near fall. Bronco Nima and Lucien Price are seen watching the match from the balcony, observing the action. Duke counters with a head scissors maneuver on Drew. Drew fights back with a front face lock and delivers forearm strikes. He follows up with an Irish whip, but Duke counters with a Uranagi in the corner, coming close to a pinfall. Duke climbs the turnbuckles and lands a Shotzi strike on Drew. Duke proceeds to pull Drew up by his hair onto the turnbuckles, setting up for a Muchiniku driver. However, during the move, Duke appears to be had injured his wrist. Chase tags in, taking over, and starts landing punches on Drew. Charlie tags in and hits a gut-wrench suplex on Chase, showcasing their offensive pros. Charlie continues his assault on Duke, kneeing him in the back and applying a Cobra clutch. Chase fights back with punches and a headbutt to create some separation. Drew tags in and Duke delivers a double shoulder tackle to both opponents. Duke and Chase unleash a series of jabs, and I didn't ask for you. I didn't ask for you. Goodbye.
I don't know what you mean by.
Stop.
I didn't ask.
My God, I didn't ask for her. Now I forgot where I said. Okay. Of jabs and Ubonic elbows, causing Duke and Charlie to roll out of the ring. After a commercial break, we return to find Charlie applying an armbar on Duke. Dempsey delivers a knee strike and follows it up with a bridging butterfly suplex, coming close to a pinfall. Charlie continues to target Duke's boots with stomps. Dempsey attempts a double underhook, but Duke counters with a back body drop. Duke then executes a back drop to Chase. Chase tags in and delivers a flurry of forearms, followed by a drop kick to Charlie. He follows up with a swinging neckbreaker to Drew, showcasing his agility in offense. Chase lifts Charlie, but Charlie manages to escape and connects with an uppercut. They engage in a back and forth exchange of forearms. Chase counters with a side Russian leg sweep, setting up for his signature move, the Chase U stomp. He then exceeds the turnbuckles and hits a crossbody, earning a near fall. Chase attempts a splash on Drew, but Drew evades it and responds with a German suplex. Charlie also delivers a German suplex, narrowly missing a victory. Thea takes advantage of the chaos outside the ring and attempts to apply the Camaro lock on Drew, using the ring steps as leverage. Duke tags in for Charlie, and together they execute the flatliner on Charlie, securing the 3 count. Winners Duke Hudson and Andre Chase. In a backstage segment, Braun Breaker expresses his thoughts on Dragunov, stating that Dragunov made a big mistake by not even being on his radar. Braun asserts that he is leading the way towards the championship, and claims that Dragunov has always been trailing behind him since Dragunov's arrival. Braun acknowledges Dragunov's potential to become a champion one day, but asserts that it won't happen now. He declares that there are enough officials to hold him back from reaching the Great American Bash. Cora Jade versus Canella Jordan. The match between Jade and Jordan begins with a lock-up, and Jade takes Jordan down with a wrist lock. Jordan responds with a hammerlock, followed by Cora applying a side headlock and executing a takedown. Jordan counters with a rolling arm drag and a tire feint arm drag. She follows up with a drop kick, but Jade blocks a second drop kick attempt and capitals Jordan into the bottom rope. Jade then delivers a kick and a springboard double stomp to Jordan's back, nearly securing a pinfall. Cora takes advantage by choking Jordan on the ropes and delivering an elbow to her back for another near fall. Cora continues to kick Jordan, sending her to the apron. She hangs Jordan in the ropes and connects with a chop, followed by a drop kick for another near fall. Jade applies a chin bar and armbar combination while Cora delivers a kick to Jordan's midsection. Jade misses a back elbow and Jordan capitalizes with a roll up for a near fall. Jordan fights back with a series of forearms, followed by flying forearms. She performs a cartwheel, back elbow, and then delivers a kick to Cora's midsection. Jordan attempts a playmaker, but Jade manages to escape. Jade kicks Jordan as she goes for a springboard move, and Cora finishes the match with a DDT, securing the 3 count. Your winner, Cora Jade. In another segment, Jordan and Dana avoid a kendo stick attack. Dana responds with a dropkick and clothesline. Dana grabs the kendo stick, causing Cora to retreat to the floor. Dragunov cuts a promo stating that he will finish what Braun started a month ago. He mentions feeling Braun's power and rage, but warns that tonight Braun will feel his wrath and fury. Dragunov declares that his intensity cannot be matched, and he vows to go to the Great American Bash and win the NXT title. Braun Breaker versus Dragunov in a number 1 contenders match. Braun delivers a forearm to a charging Dragunov, followed by shoulders in the corner and punches. Dragunov fights back with a forearm, but Braun responds in kind. Braun chokes Dragunov in the corner and then hits a forearm. Dragunov attempts a kick, but Braun catches him, and execute a spinebuster for a near fall. Braun sets up for an exploder suplex, but Dragunov blocks it. Dragunov goes for a waist lock, but Braun counters a German suplex. Braun applies a standing switch, and Dragunov attempts to Constantin special, but Braun stops him and hits a suplex. Braun punches and chokes Dragunov in the ropes, with Dragunov fighting back with chops and an uppercut. Dragunov goes to the turnbuckles and lands a knee drop, followed by a European uppercut. Braun blocks a suplex, and they both end up on their knees, exchanging chops. Braun Breaker takes Dragunov down with a takedown and delivers punches. Braun attempts a suplex, but Dragunov blocks it. They back up to the ropes, and Braun suplexes Dragunov over the top to the floor, with Braun Breaker going over as well. They return to the ring. Braun unleashes a hard Irish whip. He follows it up with another hard Irish whip, mocking Dragunov and delivering one more. Braun channels his uncle and performs push-ups. He delivers a chop in the corner, followed by forearms. The referee warns Braun about his actions. Braun lifts Dragunov and hits a backbreaker before going up top. However, Dragunov stops him with a drop kick, and both men receive a check from the referee. They exchange forearms to the center of the ring. Dragunov delivers a chop and Braun responds with a forearm. Braun continues with more forearm and punches, but Dragunov retaliates with a kick to the chest and a clothesline that staggers Braun. Dragunov follows it up with a forearm, and Braun remains on his feet. Dragunov hits another clothesline, and both men are down. Dragunov executes a German suplex and maintains the waist lock. He hits a second German suplex and holds on for the Three Rivers, but Braun stops him with an elbow and delivers a German suplex. Dragunov gets up and hits a German suplex. He sets up for a flying forearm, but Braun counters with his knees. Braun goes up top and connects with a bulldog. He prepares for a power press slam, but Dragunov counters and attempts to get Braun on his shoulders. Braun fights back with elbows, but Dragunov hits a running Duck Valley driver into the turnbuckles. Dragunov goes up top and lands a coast to coast. He signals for Torpedo Moscow and hits it for a near fall. Dragunov goes to the apron and then the turnbuckles. Excuse me. He leaps off, but Braun catches him with a spear for a near fall. Braun delivers forearms, attempting the press slam, but Dragunov counters with a DDT. Dragunov goes for a power bomb, intentionally blocked by Braun, but Dragunov eventually hits for a near fall. Dragunov follows up with a forearm and diving forearms to the head, earning another near fall. Dragunov slaps Braun, and Braun responds with a clothesline. Braun sets up a spear, but Dragunov counters with a flying knee to the head. Dragunov hits Torpedo Moscow to the back of Braun's head, securing the 3 count. Dragunov is your winner. Next, Mackenzie interviews Wes about his upcoming match against Mustafa Ali at the Great American Bash. Dom and Rhea appear, and Dom confirms that Wes is an open challenge guy and accepts the challenge. Wes mentions that he hasn't done an open challenge in a while, but Dom states that ever since he's been around, Wes doesn't want to do it. Wes explains that he stopped doing them because things got crazy. However, Dom suggests they can do it next week so that he has time to prepare. Tiffany Stratton versus Ivy Nile in a non-title match. Ivy and Tiffany begin the match with a lockup. Ivy takes control with a waist lock, but Tiffany quickly counters with a standing switch. Tiffany follows up with a shoulder tackle. They lock up again, and Tiffany applies a side headlock before delivering another shoulder tackle. Ivy responds with a power slam, coming close to a pinfall. Ivy maintains a side headlock and executes a gut-wrench takedown for a near fall. Tiffany attempts a seated splash, but Ivy blocks it and targets Tiffany's leg. Tiffany regains control with a side headlock. Ivy counters with a head scissors, and Tiffany responds with a cartwheel. Ivy delivers a forearm, and Tiffany sends her to the apron. Tiffany connects with a clothesline on the apron, knocking Ivy off with a running hip strike. Tiffany sends Ivy back into the ring and hits a double stomp, earning a near fall. Tiffany follows it up with a running hip strike to Ivy's back against the ropes for another near fall. Ivy counters with an enziguri, sending Tiffany into the turnbuckles. Ivy delivers shoulder tackles and a running thrust kick into the corner. Ivy attempts a rolling Duck Valley driver but misses with a forearm. Tiffany moves to the apron and connects with a shoulder strike. Tiffany tries to lift Ivy, but Ivy counters with a dragon sleeper submission hold. Tiffany manages to send Ivy into the turnbuckles and responds with a Finley slam, followed by the prettiest moonsault ever for the 3 count. Tiffany Stratton is your winner. After the match, Tiffany addresses the Chase U section, calling them annoying. She asserts that as a champion, she doesn't have to explain herself to them, claiming that she defeated Thea fair and square. In a backstage segment, Thea Hale is seen instructing Andre on how to apply a Kimura. Thea expresses confidence, stating that she can make anyone tap out. Duke Hudson appears and mentions how Thea is getting to Tiffany. Andre believes that Thea isn't finished with Tiffany yet, as she made Tiffany tap out before. They believe Thea can do it again and win the title. Channing Lorenzo versus Joe Coffey in a tie. They are really going to allow Tony to be Fred from prison if Channing wins match. Joe and Channing begins the match with a lock-up, and Joe backs Channing into the ropes, giving a clean break. Channing retaliates with a side headlock, but Joe counters with a wrist lock. Channing manages to just put myself in the eye to escape. They lock up again, and Joe applies a side headlock, but Channing escapes once more. They engage in another lockup, and Joe maintains the side headlock, executing a takedown. Joe holds on when Channing tries to send him off the ropes and follows up with a shoulder tackle. Joe says something to Channing. Channing responds, "It's time." Joe then hits Channing with a clothesline, earning a near fall, surprising Joe himself. Mark and Wolfgang act as if something went wrong. Joe mentioned that they had a deal. Channing declares that he isn't a snitch, refusing to divulge any information. After a commercial break, Joe continues his dominance with a double wrist lock. Channing fights back with punches, but Joe strikes him from behind. Joe delivers more punches to Channing. Bronco Nima and Lucian Price make their way to the ring, seemingly absorbing the match. Joe applies a hammerlock, but Channing counters with a back body drop and drops down to prevent a sunset flip attempt. Joe retaliates with punches while reminding Channing about their deal. Channing responds with punches, a forearm, and an uppercut. He follows up with a drop kick and an Irish whip, leading to a back body drop. Channing rolls out to the floor and punches Wolfgang. Mark gets on the apron and Channing pulls him into the ring. Channing goes to the apron to retrieve a crowbar, using it to hit Joe in the ribs. He tosses the crowbar to Wolfgang, promoting the referee to send Wolfgang to the back. Channing delivers a boot and his finishing move, cement shoes, securing the 3 count. Your winner, Channing Lorenzo. So I have a feeling this is pretty much what's going to happen. Like I said in the beginning, that Tony is going to turn on the other guy there. In a backstage segment, Ivy Nile is present when Sism appears. Joe points out that Ivy is the sole survivor of Diamond Mine. Ivy responds by saying he doesn't recognize Joe without the loaded mask, implying that Joe has changed in some way. Next, we have our main event, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest, with Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Trick Williams and Damian Priest kick off the match, locking up and engaging in side headlocks. Trick attempts a shoulder tackle, but Priest remains unfazed and retaliates with a punch before sending Trick into the corner. Priest unleashes a series of punches and kicks, following it up with a hard Irish whip. Finn tags in and chops Trick in the ropes, delivering kicks to the midsection. Priest re-enters the match and hits Broken Arrow for a near fall, followed by a reverse chinlock. Balor tags back in and chops Trick, who responds with punches. Finn, however, regains control with shoulders in the corner and a chop. Finn executes an Irish whip, but Trick counters with a clothesline from the corner. Hayes tags in and together with Trick. They kick Priest and perform an assisted springboard BLA or something, launching Priest. Trick and Carmelo deliver baseball slides to Finn and Priest, with Hayes following up with a kick to Finn and an Irish whip. Hayes finds himself on the apron, where Priest sweeps his legs. Finn takes advantage with kicks to Hayes. Priest tags back in, connecting with a forearm. Finn tags in and joins Priest in delivering more kicks. Finn follows up with a scissors kick and taunts Booker T. He proceeds to stop on Hayes' shoulder, preventing him from making the tag. Finn knees Hayes in the midsection and sends him into the turnbuckles. Priest tags in, hitting an elbow in the corner. Priest follows up with a snap mirror, while Finn delivers a slingshot boot. Finn continues to the assault with a backbreaker, and Priest adds a leg drop, coming close to a near fall. God damn, holy shit, they like to write a lot. Priest lands a knee to the midsection, but Hayes counters with a jawbreaker and tags in Trick. Trick delivers punches to Priest, followed by a drop kick and jumping knee. It's like they wrote every move they wrote. Like every move I can't catch unless you pause one move and then you cut. I can't do that. I used to do this shit. Trick executes a flapjack and a snap neck breaker, earning a near fall. Priest retaliates with a cyclone kick, and Williams responds with kicks. Both men end up down on the mat. Finn and Hayes tags in, with Hayes delivering a reverse atomic drop and a super kick for a near fall. Finn counters with a sling blade and sets up for a running drop kick, hitting it successfully. Finn ascends the turnbuckles, but Hayes moves out of the way, causing Finn to miss the Copita Cross. Hayes responds with a springboard twisting clothesline. Priest tags in and punches Trick off the apron. Hayes rolls up Priest for a near fall. Hayes counters South Haven with a stunner. Priest retaliates with a cyclone kick, securing a near fall. Trick delivers a cyclone kick to Finn, while Priest pulls Trick out of the ring and hits Razor's Edge on the announce table. Priest rebounds off the ropes into a super kick and a code breaker. Hayes heads to the turnbuckle, but Dom appears on the apron to distract him. Hayes punches Dom, and Priest responds with a forearm. Hayes applies La Mystica, but Dom brings a chair into the ring, promoting the referee to intervene and stop him. Rio tosses Priest the briefcase, and Dijakova makes his entrance. Dragunov, sorry. Hayes knocks Dragunov off the apron, allowing Priest to hit South Haven. Finn tags in and lands Copia de Gras for the 3 count. Your winners, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. The show concludes with credits rolling. I'm Unstoppable. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in possibly more news later today or tomorrow morning. I'm Unstoppable, and I'm out for more AEW results. And
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.